Okay, so I'm gonna start off this melody using this lush sound inside Analog Lab 5, and it's called Cloud Keys. It sounds like this. This is a bank preset with 1 audio, so this is not a stock preset. Now I'm gonna start off this melody using this like really soft pad because I don't want to go ahead and use something very vibrant in the beginning, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use that soft pad sound from the beginning. And for these old school Chris Brown vibes, you kind of want to start with something a little bit more happier, not really in the minor chord. So I am gonna start in the C major like this, and then go up to a D, and then to an E minor, and just play it kind of in a rhythm like this. Kind of like that old Mustard type of vibe. If you stay to the end of this video, you'll eventually hear kind of what's going on there, but I'm gonna try to switch it up just a little bit into my own style. Let's leave the BPM at 100, and I'm just gonna play simple straight chords because I don't want any other distractions from what I'm gonna add later on in this melody. We could probably quantize this whole thing actually. We're gonna EQ it maybe just a tad bit. Like, I don't want to EQ it to a point where you can hear like those vibrant notes. Don't want to remove too much out of the bass either. Just reduce them as midsection. The sound is already sounding pretty good, so I don't have to remove too much stuff. Just maybe some of this timbre, a little too sharp. Like this sounds too sharp. That's better. Now remember, I am going to make like old school Chris Brown vibe, but with kind of modern sounds that might sound a little different. Either way, it should work out. So for my second instrument that I'm going to use is I'm going to go inside Addictive Keys, and I haven't used this plugin in a while. And I'm going to use this modern upright. So which is like the very first sound that it pops up once you click on the modern upright section. It sounds like this right now. Kind of tangy a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and reduce this knob right here all the way down to soft. Way better. I am going to use this very, very cautiously because I don't want the piano sound to be like the leading sound of this whole melody, but I am going to use it and you'll see how it blends in later on. So let's go ahead and record some of the similar things that I was playing. I might improvise a little bit with this sound, but it'll work out at the end. And I don't want to quantize this too much because I kind of like the grace notes. They're kind of just blending in a little bit, just kind of strumming it. This note here needs to get quantized. This note right here too. All these right here. I think I'm going to speed it up a little bit to maybe 105, maybe 102. Might quantize this one too. And then the second time around, I'm just going to go ahead and do another 4 bars. Play it a little different the second time around because it won't be so repetitive. EQ these right here. That's where this pedal kills me. And this is going to be very EQ. So these need to be EQ'd. I don't care. Let me see. This needs to be EQ'd a little bit too. Quantize this, not EQ. Why am I saying EQ? Quantize. Okay, now we gotta EQ this like crazy. Just bring this down. That's just some effects here. Sometimes the idea is not to really EQ too much, but then lower down the volume just so you won't get too much of this. There we go, it's blended in. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some effects to the first pad I use, like an effectrix here, and something that kind of just like stutters a little bit. There we go. It's very subtle now. Just creates another effect, another ambience. That works. Third thing that I'm going to add is this nice lush vocal chop, and it sounds like this.
Can't let you go. Can't let you go, no.
It goes perfect with this melody. So we're going to go ahead and add that really quick. Just a few things to make it blend in a little better. So let's go.
Can't can't let you go, can't let you go, no.
And now what I'm gonna do, also record it as well high pitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this, same thing, just pull it up and it's already in there. And I'm just gonna go raise it up 7, or even though it's actually 12 semitones, because this one was in the original key of A or something like that.
Can't let you go, can't let you go, no.
So now we just gotta quantize this and let's create a stack real quick. Now we can add all the effects at once and let's EQ this. Oof, sounds good. Duplicate this. Let's go ahead and add some reverb. Go ahead and add this fat effects. This is a stock plugin inside Logic in case some of you guys want to know. So let's go warp this out a little bit. There we go. And what this does is kind of muffles it up a little bit without losing a lot of detail and effects. And I really want these vocals just to sit in the background, to be honest. That's their sole, I mean, that's like their whole purpose, not their sole purpose. But that's their whole purpose. And sometimes I'll bring this one, and then sometimes I'll bring this one in. And we'll probably add a little bit of delay here, spice it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and just stereo pan some of these. This one's to the right, this one to the other side. Pan this one over to the left right here. All right, nice. So the fourth and last sound that I think I'm gonna use is, this is like a must for these type of beats. I could use this very soft lead sound that goes like this. And this used to be very popular, of course, and you can still use it in these beats nowadays. There's no rules here, but lead sounds were a lot popular back then, like in the early 2000s when Chris Brown was making a lot of hits. So let's go ahead and incorporate this in. By the way, this sound is called Classic Sine Lead, and this is a preset inside the Analog Lab 5 bank. And let's see what we come up with. Nice. I think we could just probably stay with that. Maybe do something else on the second time around. Let's see if it fits. If not, we'll just leave it like that. I think we're gonna go ahead and just leave it like that and reduce some of these effects. Let's go ahead and add some little bit of time, a little bit of movement. Of course, mix kind of just winds up the sound and brightens it up. A bit of reverb. For this lead sound, I'm not gonna add too many effects. I already did just adjust some here, but I'm not gonna add EQ or any of that stuff because this is probably adjusted when I add the drums or something like this. But this is a cool melody to start off with, so something that I would even hear like DJ Mustard on something like this back in the days or whatever. But that is the goal here, right? So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button down below because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. Okay, it's a new day. It's been actually a couple of days. Just let that melody marinate for a little bit. Now let's go ahead and add some drums. And of course, you already know I'm going inside the R&B Madness kit. I'm gonna start with like a clap or something like that. Let's go ahead and see what clap sounds. This one actually sounds kind of like old school and modern at the same time, but I don't want to make this beat like sound old either, you know what I mean? This one sounds a little bit right in the middle kind of. Let's go ahead and use a step sequencer. Let's put the clap every 2 bars. Maybe if I go into rims, do I dare use a rim? Try this one. I might just leave this one and then switch it up to the clap maybe later on in the beat. I don't know. I'm still working on that one. Now it's time to go ahead and look for some hi-hats. Kind of subtle. I like these blessed hats right here. I'm gonna just record it kind of bouncy, just, and then maybe I'll switch up the hats. I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's go and quantize this. Command AQ. Kind of want to switch the hi-hats now. Or even this nostalgia one. Let's see. This one's better. Yeah, let's just leave these. And let's go ahead and now add a kick. These are like the main instruments to add, of course. All the rest of the stuff is just extra percussion, extra like open hat, something. Let's just get straight to the kick. I tend to go for the same kick a lot of the times, like this room kick. It just sounds so punchy and good. So let's just go ahead and just try to bring this in right here. 64 steps. Now here we go. Boom, boom. Second time around. Now here we go. Right here. Definitely want to give the kicks some space. Now let's go ahead and add open hat. This one's kind of nice because it's kind of fast. So let's just go ahead and add this one. Okay, just add that one right there. I'm gonna add this big thing right here, somewhere in there. That's just once in a while. I'll probably put it just right here towards the end. Now let's go ahead and look for some percussion instruments. Maybe like the Zapper. I haven't used this in a while. This goes good with this. Just one time right there. I don't want to get obnoxious with this one. Quantize it and it'll work. Let's just add one more percussion instrument. We'll add some more stuff. Let's go to favorites. I think I had something here on favorites. I feel like this one's like a classic percussion instrument right here. It just has to be a little bit higher pitch. Let's go. There we go. Just one time right there. It's fine. That's it for the percussions. Let's go ahead and look for a crazy clap because these speeds have like that. As a matter of fact, the rim shot, if we do 64s, I think we add another one here at some point. That's that clap. That's like a signature move for Mustard back in the days. It has to be like this one right here. I could just find it. Maybe I have one laying around, but let's just do it from scratch. We'll do, of course, 64 notes, I think. A little too long, maybe. Change the velocity. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and add the bass. For the bass, I'm gonna just try to play a simple pattern, kind of with the kick a little bit. So let's try to get it. Let's quantize this real quick. All right, let's just raise them all up. I'm definitely gonna put this clap right here at the very end instead of the beginning. Just like a... All right, so definitely gonna add a couple more things to this. It's probably almost done, but I gotta do some tweaks here and there. So let's hear the final results in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Bless those keys, the RMC.
Okay, and if you're at the deep end of this video, comment down below, deep end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, also hit the like button. And just keep in mind that the Grace Harmonies vocals sample pack is going to be coming out for the next video. So keep an eye out for that. I think it's finally going to get put together. Everything looks ready to go. And I am going to sell it on my rmcbeats.com page. So just keep an eye out for that. I do have another project also coming out with a new website. It's going to be awesome. But for the meantime, let's just keep the Grace Harmonies pack in mind. And if you want to see more videos, go ahead and click on this next video right here. I'm sure you're going to like it. Till next time, guys, stay blessed, stay positive. Peace.